Hey, what's going on, friends? It's Liz, the official craft nerd, and welcome to my channel. So let's jump in to our first project. This is a little, it was like a carousel horse knickknack that I picked up from Goodwill. We're just going to repurpose it. So I took it off of its little post and I just sanded down the base. Now I'm going to take some of these wood pieces that I have had forever. Y'all, I found all of these little wood pieces at a Goodwill like months and months and months and months ago. So I figured, hey, now's the time we can use them. And this is one of those bamboo skewer sticks from Dollar Tree. And as you've seen, I went ahead and glued it on into the center. Used one of those little wood round dowel pieces for the base. And then I'm going to use these beads. Now, these are also the wood bead strands that Dollar Tree has been putting out lately. And we're just going to add I don't know how many is there. I didn't count it. But you can see I just kind of just put a whole bunch on there. And then I'm going to glue another one of these little round wood discs because I felt like that would help hold up my little porcelain pony. So my initial vision for this was I wanted this to be kind of like a quaint little carousel horse lamp. And I had it all in my mind. I could see it. Was doing these little, beads on the post with the little horse in the middle, and then put that, as you can see up in the corner, I did have a little lampshade. However, I didn't take into consideration how basically the bamboo skewer is not a very sturdy stick whatsoever. As you can tell, it's kind of bouncing around everywhere, and it wasn't going to work. It just wasn't going to hold up. So I thought, this will just be a fun little decor piece with, what it is, what you see right here. So all I'm doing is adding some paint. I'm just going to use my Waverly chalk and plaster. And I do give the horse a few different coats here just to get it completely covered up. And I covered all of the beads. And I will also do the base as well. Again, I just wanted to do a little bit of something different. As far as something to display, and to me this just seemed kind of whimsical and even good for a nursery. Even I've seen some beautiful nurseries done with a shabby chic kind of cottagecore style, and I think it's absolutely adorable. So as you can see, as this thing is bouncing all over the place, it was interesting to paint, y'all. I'm telling you what. Next time use a stronger dowel, not a skewer stick. But as you can see here, it's completely coated, and I've loved it just in that plain white. So of course I'm going to add some embellishment to this. I definitely want to girl it up a little bit more. And I'm using this fabulous ribbon that I've picked up from Amazon. It should be linked in my store, in the link in the description box below. But I just love this stuff, you guys. I've been using it for everything. And you can, as you see there, I just split it in two because it is a little wider than just your average ribbon. And, you can do what you want with it. And that's the fun thing about shabby chic stuff is, it can look kind of ragged and ripped up and, vintage and all of that good stuff. So I just made a real simple bow here. And I'm just going to let you guys watch as I go about adding some little details to my little horse display here. And again, if you guys are new here, I really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you decide to stick around and hit that subscribe button below, and definitely give me a like. I definitely appreciate that, you guys. And for my family that comes by every time I upload something, y'all, I love you so much. I appreciate you. I definitely would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much for continuing to come on and hang out with me. So let's go ahead and just watch as I go ahead and decorate this horse. So we're in the project 2, and the reason I didn't give you a final look on the first is because I just decided this time to do them both together. So I apologize if you're used to that. I will make sure I do that the next video. But it was a long time coming to get this one out. So let's just jump into this here. As you see, I'm using one of those wooden cups that I picked up from Dollar Tree, and I'm using these little wooden candlestick holders that were a part of this, bundle of stuff I picked up at Goodwill like forever ago. And you do see me using the what is it, 6,000, 5,000, whatever it's called. I forget every time. And just to give it that extra secure hold. But I'm making just a base, and then I'm adding these candlesticks up against each other like so. And my thought on this project was I am going to make my lamp. That's what I wanted to make, was just this faux lamp. And darn it, we're going to do it. So as you can tell, I'm wiping off any excess of that, but now with the hot glue and the secure hold glue, it is not going anywhere. Again, we're going to paint it with the Waverly plaster, and as you can tell, I speeded this up, wait, that's not a word, y'all. I sped this up quite fast because sure, everybody paints this fast, y'all. Oh, you guys bear with me. I have been kind of on a break for a while, just kind of getting things together on the home front. And, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to get a new video out. I want to do much better about having something out every single week for you guys. So just ignore any little oopses. I promise y'all they get better. But yeah, so here we are, just speed painting. And once it's dry, I'm going to take that lampshade from before, and I am going to coat this as well, because me personally, I don't like that ugly burlap. And now I'm not saying burlap is ugly. It does do its purpose on other projects, but for this one, it was not going to work. So again, quick coat of paint. And truthfully, you guys, once you see what I do here, you're not going to even see it. We are going to cover this shade with fabric. So now I'm going to paint, and it looks like I'm going to speed paint again, this little wooden horse. Again, it came out of that bundle of wood stuff. So I can't tell you guys where this stuff is, as far as like this brand, because I'm not exactly sure. But you can use any of those little wood cutouts that you find at Dollar Tree. I'm sure Hobby Lobby has these things, Michael's even. But I just love the idea of using this little rocking horse. I felt like it just kind of worked with the horse theme, apparently, with both of these projects. And I use that rose color. I love this pink. It is just one of my favorites. And I sanded it down just a little bit just to rough it up, and I'm just going to glue it right on the base. Now, as you can see here, I am going to take fabric, and I'm just going to go around and drape this around. Now, this particular ribbon, this is from Hobby Lobby. It is in the his and her section, the wedding section. It is one of my favorite ribbons to use. It's got a stretch to it. It is just beautiful. The color is beautiful. I absolutely love it. And this is probably one of the easiest projects I think I've done, as far as using all these different fabrics and just having them meld together so well. Super simple. So I'm going to basically just cover this up. But as you can see, you can still see that white kind of peeking through. And that was the whole point. I didn't want that burlap to come through. I just didn't think it would look great with this pink color. So that was my whole point of painting it. Once we get this layer down, we're just going to continue adding on. And this was the fun part, just kind of seeing and eyeballing what, I thought was going to look good with this. And I'm just going to take just different kinds of ribbon in fabric, and just basically Mod Podge it all onto, I say Mod Podge, but you guys know what I mean. Glue it on to our lamp shade. Most of these ribbons here, I believe, are also from Amazon. I seem to find some really cool stuff on there from time to time when it comes to getting some ribbons and fabrics in bulk. So these are in my store as well. This particular ribbon, I think I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Again, I have probably just so much random fabrics and pieces and scraps from over the years, that I just keep it all. I tend to keep it all, and I love going back and using it and never let anything go to waste. So you kind of get the point of what I'm doing here. And so I'm just going to kind of hush now and let you guys watch as I continue to add different layers, and I'll jump back in here in a little bit. So if you haven't kind of figured what I was doing here, I have this one particular strand of ribbon. Again, this I'm gonna say was probably from Hobby Lobby, the one with all the buttons hanging from it. I don't remember, I've had it forever. But I'm just gonna take different strips and cuts of fabric and ribbon, and I'm going to kind of make a banner out of this. The point of this is it's going to go along the base of my lampshade, and we're going to glue it on the inside. So this is kind of a hard angle to show, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. It's just putting some hot glue down in there and just pressing in the upper portion of that ribbon, and that's going to help secure it down inside the lampshade. I did measure it out prior to, so I would know exactly how much I needed. So do definitely make sure that you do that, because this can get a little tricky. As you can tell at the end, you've got all these pieces and strips kind of falling on you, but it's definitely worth it with the end result on this. So what I did with the top of this, so this it can glue to the top of our lamp, so to speak, is I had put just 2 wooden pieces at the top, as you can see, and I'm just going to glue those down. And then I'm going to add, very simply, just some pearl ribbon that I've had forever. I do know they sell this at Hobby Lobby still. I love this stuff. I think it added just that perfect little touch to the top of this. But I'm also going to want to hide just that kind of ugly top portion there, you know, where I glued this down. And I'm going to take just one of those fabric flowers that I've made previously, and we're just going to stick that right on the top. So it just kind of hides that. Honestly, nobody's really going to be looking at the top portion of this, I guess. It just depends on where you would place it. Me, I envision it maybe up on a bookshelf or on a dresser. Again, maybe even in a nursery. And here I'm just going to take some more fabric, and we're going to make a little bow. I want to put this on my cute little pony down there, and, you know, just finish this off just right. Now what I do to style this, I did add some faux flowers to the top of the lamp, and you know, that was all she wrote for this. Oh, my little pearls. I love these pearls, you guys. They're the best. But these are how they turned out. You have got to tell me what you think. I fell in love with these, and honestly, I've had this video waiting to go for 2 weeks, and I've just now been able to get it out for you guys. So I hope you enjoy these projects. I have been so anxious to get them out there for y'all. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, until next time, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I love y'all. Stay safe. We'll talk soon.